guys, welcome to the Bankroll Show. We're talking World Cup qualifiers. Now we're going to discuss Friday's matches. Friday the 1st. So Friday, the 1st of September. We've got a bunch of matches. We've got a few guests today. We've got Rodolfo, a returning guest, SBR Forum poster. We've got Alex from Need for Tips and Big Man on campus. We're going to deliver our value plays here across Europe. But we're also just going to discuss as well at the end of the video, USA versus Costa Rica. Will USA be out for revenge? Probably. Guys, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Hey, Natalie.
Hello.
Right, let's get started, shall we? Just want to say as well, we are sponsored by 888 Sport. If you want to get all the odds on the video quoted, there is a link in the description box below this video. So first one is Kazakhstan versus Montenegro. Montenegro being the favourites there in Group E, 1.7, draw 3.8, and Kazakhstan 5.75. Big Man, you like this match?
I do. I like Montenegro. I've liked this side kind of basically throughout qualifiers. I had them the first game when they played Kazakhstan and they won 5-0. I know this is in Astana, which is always kind of a tough travel schedule, but the truth of the matter is Kazakhstan has given up a ton of goals, 16 goals in 6 matches. For you doing the math out there, that's 2.67 goals per game they've conceded. There's plenty of reason here. Montenegro in a dogfight with Denmark in this group. And Denmark obviously plays Poland. This is a huge opportunity to grab 3 points and really kind of show that you can win on the road. I think this is a good spot. Stevan Jovetic, the EPL player, I think coming in here is going to be a big reason they get the job done here. I think they'll win 2-0. Maybe 2-1. I think they get the job done 1.72. I'll take Montenegro. I really think this is a good spot, especially with Denmark playing Poland. I think they can maybe grab 3 points here and get a little bit of a lead there in this group in second.
Yeah, Big Man, I'm on this match as well. I do like the Montenegro win, the away win. They're playing a team, Kazakhstan, who have yet to win a match, 2 draws, 4 losses. I like the away win at 1.7. I know you were sort of either between sort of a 2-0 or a 2-1. I think this match says goals. We've got Montenegro, who have scored 14 over 6 matches. Kazakhstan have conceded 16 goals over 6 matches. 4 out of 6 Kazakhstan and Montenegro matches have gone the over 2.5 goals, and I think priced at 2.05, definitely worth a bet. I know Alex and Rodolfo, you don't have a main tip for this match. Do you have any thoughts on the match?
My only issue is that exactly what Big Man said. Playing at Astana is not the most comfortable pitch in the world. Kazakhstan is not the most easy country to play. The trip will be a long trip. Yeah, the players of Montenegro for sure, they are more skillful. They are more experienced, like a team, like a total team. You know that they might win for sure. But be careful on the stake, because trips at Kazakhstan, most of all in the pitch, in the artificial pitch from Astana, are really, really bad.
Okay, Rodolfo, do you share those same views?
I do, and definitely if I have to pick up a bet on this one, it's just going to be Montenegro to win. That's it, though. I wouldn't go for goals on this one.
Hey, Natalie.
Yeah, it may happen. I mean, Montenegro and Denmark. And a fight, like Big Man said, and goals are probably going to be, it could be a decisive factor at the end of the qualifying. But on this one, I will just go for Montenegro to win.
Okay, Big Man, what do you want to say?
Yeah, I think it's pretty imperative that they try to go out and get 6 points here. They got Romania on deck, and unfortunately, sorry to Alex, they're not very good, and they should be able to go and get 6 points, because coming up in the next round of fixtures, you got Denmark and Poland. So you really got to try to get what you can get here. I think they're a better team than Montenegro. And Natalie, great point by you. They give up so many goals. They should have no problem getting a straight win here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
exactly like said Big Man, because after that they have Denmark, so it will be a 6-pointer. So one-on-one there.
Right.
Who will finish the second in the group and to qualify in the playoffs, because we know already the winner of the group, Poland.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, well, talking of Poland, Poland go to visit Denmark. So it's Denmark versus Poland. We've got Alex, Rodolfo, and myself that like this match. What have we got on the odds? Denmark 2.4, Poland 3.25, and the draw 3.3. Group E, third and first, respectively. Quite surprised on the odds there, pretty close. Sometimes it nerves me a little bit, but certainly gives us value for sort of a draw, no bet if we want to sort of tread a bit with caution. Rodolfo, you like this match. What are you going for?
I do. Well, first of all, I like this match. My sister just got married and moved to Denmark, so kind of rooting for Denmark now, right? Big shout out to my sister Sophia and Andy at Denmark. They're watching us. So, but anyways, tough match definitely for Denmark. Denmark cannot drop points. Montenegro is just ahead in goals. Okay. Poland, on the other hand, they probably want to try to qualify as quickly as possible and be done and over with this, okay? The last match, it was 3-2. At the very end, Poland kind of relaxed, and Denmark push, got 2 goals at the end. This time, I think it's going to be a kind of the same fight, just with not that many goals, though. I think we're going to see a drawing here. A draw is good for Poland, and a draw is not so bad for Denmark. I know they're going to drop 2 points. Montenegro may win, but picking up a point against Poland at home, I think is doable, though. I don't think they're strong enough to pick up the win. So I'm just going to go here in this one for the draw at 3.30.
Interesting.
Going where the value is.
Poland undefeated, but okay, we'll see. They've just picked up 1 draw, but Rodolfo confident of that draw. Interesting you say about the goals, though. I actually think this is going to be an overs match. Both teams to score 25 goals between the two of them there over 6 matches, which equals to about 4.2 goals a game. I think this is going to be quite an interesting game as they fight to win, or could it be the draw? Alex, what do you like in this match?
Let's say that Lewandowski and Cristiano Ronaldo have their own fight who to be the top scorer of the World Cup qualifications. Lewandowski and Cristiano have 11 goals each in 6 matches. So, and let's say also that Lewandowski scored a hat-trick against Denmark in the reverse match. So you can take also Lewandowski to score any time, which comes around 2.28 with 888 Sport right now. So Lewandowski anytime goal scorer. But I think that Denmark will push to take at least 1 point from this one. So the best approach from my point of view, both teams to score at 1.83. Or you can go with the Alex Classic for 2, both teams to score and the over 2.5.
Yeah, with you, Alex. Both teams to score. My favourite bet for the match, 1.83. I think we are going to see goals and over 2.5 goals, 2.08.
You know, Natalie, before we move forward, it's interesting that you say that, and I understand absolutely. I was my first lean was towards goals. I saw the history between these two teams, but in the history, and I read in an article, and also went back to the statistics, and there has been only 1 match in World Cup qualifying for these two, which was the last 3-2 in Poland. And after that, everything has been just European qualifying. The European Championship qualifying.
But Rodolfo, tell us the year when they played the other time. Tell us the year, because it's interesting what players we have.
That's the reason I'm saying. You know, at this point, you only really have 1 match to compare on, and I agree. Lewandowski is on fire, and I wouldn't be surprised if he scores, though. The only reason why I think this is going to be a draw again is just because Denmark cannot afford to lose this game. They're going to be more afraid of not losing the game, while Poland, they're going to be all out. I mean, they can lose this game and still could qualify in the next 3, but Denmark can't do that. That's the reason I think Denmark is going to have to play tighter. They're at home. They are not going to – if they play open and they allow Poland to score, they're done.
You think they're shutting up shop? They're closing down that goalie, and if they can keep it to a 0-0, they're happy with that.
Well,
I think that they
0-0
cannot afford. I don't think that they can afford to have
Right.
a defensive approach. I don't think that it's affordable for Denmark.
Look,
They are playing
remember,
home in front of their supporters, and they have to give something to cheer for. And if they take the 3
I
points, it will be clear that they have a direct fight till the end with Montenegro, and it will be the direct match with Montenegro that will decide the second place from the group. So
I hear you,
let's
but
see.
still, though, remember in the match where Poland won 3-2, Denmark was Denmark had to put on paper that going to Poland, they were not gonna win. And sure enough, they were playing open. They were trying to play counter. They were trying to play open.
Yep.
3-2.
But
At the very
remember,
end,
they had an own goal in that game, Poland, too. I mean, that should be made aware here also. I mean, that scoreline was a little closer than it should have been, possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 3-0 for Poland, and they scored in the last minutes, 3-2 Denmark. Yeah.
Yep. Anyways, let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. We'll go for the draw. We like both teams to score. We like the over. But Rodolfo does make a good point. So those watching the video, do listen to what we're saying, but make obviously your own opinion at the end there. Big Man, I know you don't have a pick or an official play for this match. You've heard our thoughts. Have you got any leans or any opinions?
Yeah, I think Denmark's future in this competition is going to go bye-bye over the next couple of weeks. They have to go to Montenegro in that big game. I think they're a little in over their head. They've been very good in these qualifying, but Poland's a team that is one of the better teams in the world. They have, to me, a top 5 player in the world, a goal scorer that just is so good. I don't know. I think Denmark. I think the key to sports betting is remembering that just because a team has to win doesn't mean they're going to. I think at this price of 3.25, I can get 2.20 on a draw no bet option. For me, when you take a draw no bet, clearly you want to go with a better team, the team that you think can win. At 2.20, I would take a small shot on that. I would take a small shot on the straight win. I think Denmark is in over their head. I think are kind of on cloud 9, maybe similar to the way Sweden will be. Right now they look pretty decent, but I don't think long term they're going to do too much, and they need to get smacked back to reality. This might be the exact way to do it. Poland is very good, and at these prices, it's hard to not play them.
Okay, moving over. Slovakia versus Slovenia. Just bring up the odds. Slovakia 2, draw 3.4. Slovenia 4.33. Those odds with 888 Sport. Reverse 1-0 to Slovenia at home. Very close, I have to say. Not too much that sort of separates these. The only person on this match is Big Man. So interested to hear your thoughts on this one.
Yeah, I really enjoyed trying to find draw and under collaborations, and I think this is a great one for that. I think both these teams will be happy with the draw here. They're pretty similar. Their teams are both very alive in this tournament, considerably in Slovakia. They're only 2 points behind England, and I just think this will be a cagey match, maybe 1-1. Both these guys will be okay with draws. They're very alive here. Don't need to do anything stupid and lose, not get any points out of it. Both teams pretty good defending. Not great goal-scoring nations either. I'm going to go with the draw and under 2.5 combined at 3.75. I wouldn't be surprised if this is 0-0. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 1-1. I think it's a close to the vest kind of game, and they're not going to try to go for gold here. The point is fine for both these teams.
Yeah, I've got on my notes here, I've got a lean on the unders, but it's low, 1.53. I can't call it, I have to say, on the outrights. But yeah, unders 1.53. If there was value in that, I'd take it on the unders. Anybody else got any leans on that match?
Yeah, I think I wrote also an article over another site, the sisters of ours, bookmakers review. So I think that this is a 6-pointer match. It's not on my top tips, but I have a lean on this match. This is a 6-pointer because Slovakia is in second place, 12 points. Slovenia is 1 point behind them. So the reverse match saw a 1-0 home win for Slovenia, and Slovakia are keen to revenge that match, But I think that Slovenia will not lose this one. Slovenia need more of the points from this trip. Slovakia will take also 1 point. They will be really happy with 1 point. So I think that they will have a defensive approach. Slovenia double chance for me at 1.83 looks incredible.
And Slovakia also has England on deck, and that's a game that, is clearly a big game with only being, a point or two behind. England's going to beat Malta, but, I just think this is close to the vest. I could very well see 1-1 here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very close indeed. I do like the unders. Just wish there was a bit more value in that. Lithuania versus Scotland, Group F. Scotland 1.8, draw 3.6. Lithuania 5.25. Fourth and fifth, must win for both. Really, I'm not sure. I think Scotland slightly overpriced there, 1.8. Obviously the reverse was 1-1 at Scotland. Big Man and myself like this match. Big Man, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I think Scotland, it's imperative that they get 6 points. I got Lithuania and Malta in these fixtures. The second one, obviously, at Glasgow. Listen, I love Scotland. It's all Celtic players. How could I not like them? And I think this is a fair price. Lithuania has lost 4 in a row. The morale is absolutely gone for this team. There are plenty of options. And if you look at Scotland, it's really a collective of UK, just really solid players, good defenders, a good goalkeeper, and Craig Gordon. They're kind of that, B team of UK. I mean, obviously you have England, the big side there, but you saw what they did against England. They could have won that game if not for a late goal by Harry Kane. I think they're really fair priced here. I think it's imperative that they get two wins here. And if you look at the teams kind of battling out, Slovenia and Slovakia, they got to go head-to-head. One's got to face England. I think this is a great point for Scotland to really take the reins and try to get 6 points and kind of make a move in this division. Lee Griffiths will score any time at 2.87. Is worth the look, but I'm going to go with Scotland at 1.8. The Celtic squad, plenty of players. Give me them at 1.8.
Because I started looking at this match. I obviously knew you were going to cover it. So I started, doing my research into the match. I was about to pass and a bet cropped up. And so I was looking, Scotland's on the road and not doing so well. They've won 2 of their 3. But one of them, they did beat Malta. Sorry, they have lost 2 of their 3 road games. One of them was though playing Malta. They beat Malta, which is not hard. It's a little island. I think that Lithuania at home, I think that they are at least going to score a single goal. 1.75. I actually think that that's a really good match. Playing Scotland, who have conceded 10 goals over 6 matches, surely Lithuania can find the back of the net once, and that's what my bet is. What do you guys think about that? Yours, Big Man, you're saying that Lithuania, they're done, they're down, they're not going to score.
Yeah,
but I think they've got to win. They've got to win, and they're at home. And I think this could be the match they could at least score a goal. Yeah,
I mean, I think they're drained at this point. They don't have any chance to win anything in this group. There's really no. I guess they have the reason to play just because they're football players, but I don't know that they can score. Natalie, I know. Again, I know that Scotland's not the greatest defensive side, but I think they're going to see the kind of the point in front of them. 6 points is imperative. Can they score? Sure. I think it could be 2-1. That wouldn't surprise me. But I just think with the players that Scotland have, I think they're just better overall. And I think the price is fair. You have to get 6 points here for Scotland. Again, it's not going to be a guarantee, but I just think morale for Lithuania is just gone. Lithuania is a basketball country. They're not a soccer country.
All right. What about Rodolfo, Alex? Do you share Big Man's views? Any thoughts on the match?
There's one right here. Scotland, clear win.
Scotland win. Alex,
they're coming from a 2-2 draw from England. It's just they're just a better team. I don't see Lithuania causing any damage. And about scoring Lithuania, possibly. I don't know, for 1.75 and taking Scotland at 1.8 something, better go for Scotland.
All right, there we go. Alex, do you agree?
Yeah, I'm on Scotland also. It's not one of my favorite bets, but when Big Man says that Lithuania are a basketball nation, defense.
Yeah, I love them as a basketball nation. I'm very high on them long term. I'm a big FIBA guy. I really like Lithuania, but from a soccer perspective, that's not a strong suit of this country, I don't think.
All right. Next match, we have got Malta versus England. England 1.04, draw 21, Malta 51. All those odds, 888 Sport. It's another heavy favourite match. Can be hard to find value, but we three of us have done it. Who is playing on this match? We've got Alex, Big Man, and myself. Alex, what are you going for?
I have a special bet for this one. I chose this match to go with the goal scorer in a match. You know that I love Marcus Rashford from the time of that the new season for the Premier League season started a few weeks ago. Rashford, it's an incredible player, a really good youngster. He will be one top player in a few years. He will arrive. I don't think that he will remain at Manchester United. I think that he will go at around Real Madrid. I think that he will sign with Real Madrid in a few years. I think that Rashford will score anytime goal scorer for Rashford 1.83 because I just don't see any value for this match on the winners market, nor on the goals market. Either the combination. I really like the combination England to win and under 4.5, but it's only at 1.4. So I'm not playing that. I'm going Rashford to score anytime 1.83.
Okay, Big Man, what do you like?
Yeah, it's definitely tough, but I think you're looking at potential here. Malta is clearly kind of in that level of San Marino and those kind of teams. I guess they're slightly better defensively than those teams. And look, you look at England. I mean, it's a wonder they ever lose, but they do lose. And it's interesting how they seem to always collapse, but just so many good players. Every player is a high-level Premier League player. It's just amazing that they ever lose. But like I said, they do. In this game, I'm going to lay 3 goals. I think they pound Malta in this game. I don't have many reasons why. I just think they're way better than Malta, and I have a feeling it's 4 or 5-0. I think a lot of people will say, same old England. They can't go. They only beat them 2-0 at Wembley or whatever, but I just have a feeling Harry Kane's not had a great start to the season. I think he'll find the back of the net. Marcus Rashford, who Alex mentioned, Raheem Sterling, kind of other than that big goal against Bournemouth, he's not had a great year. I think a lot of people will come out of it here. I think we see plenty of goals. Dele Alli might find the back of the net. I look 4-0, 5-0. I think England pounds Malta in this game.
Do you know, I would love when England pounds another team. They just don't seem to pound another team. And Malta, like you said, it's not like a San Marino. They may be a huge underdog, but they do keep things relatively tight.
But if they concede a couple here, Natalie, it might open the floodgate here and let England in. It's tough. I know it's tough to find value, Nat. I hear you.
The fact that even on their own turf or in their own country, England beat Malta by 2 goals. It was 2-0. Maybe a win to 0 could be an option. But I don't know. I think that it's a lean. It was a very heavy lean on the under 3.5 goals, 1.9. Only 2 of Malta's matches have gone over 3.5 goals. The other 4 have gone under 2.5 goals. Malta do keep it tight. They just don't find the back of the net. And England, they're not like a scoring machinist. They're not Germany. They don't, it's not goals galore. It's very sort of, tight. So I don't know. I think there's tremendous value on the under 3.5 goals, 1.9. Rodolfo, Alex, would you lean on the overs or the unders in this match? You think it's going to be a goal fest? Suddenly England are going to remember they can score loads of goals, or what's happening?
I'm gonna listen to the only British person in this room right now. I agree with you. England, they have a good team though. And all these Premier League players. But let's remember that the main players that score, that do the fantastic things in Premier League, are not from England most of the time. They do have great players. Rashford is amazing, but he needs the help from other people that they're not in the England squad. This one,
I don't know about that. I mean, they have a lot of good players, man. I mean,
they do, but the problem is the chemistry, though. Whenever England plays, their chemistry is up and down. Sometimes they're really good and they can kill it. Some other times they just don't connect.
Yeah, which can make capping an England game very difficult.
So I think that they need also a better coach.
Well,
this is
let's throw
my
that in there. So with Malta. Malta, if I'm incorrect, please let me know. But Malta is hot in there, humid. You're gonna have players.
Us English folk who can't stand the heat.
They're not used to it. So in England, the truth of the matter is that England can win this 2-0 and take the 3 points, and that's it. Goodbye. That's all they want, right? So I'll go the same thing.
Let's remember that the betting industry is happening in Malta.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
In Europe, all the bookies will come to England squad and they will say, "Fuck you! You don't have to win by more than 2 goals. That's it. We have a lot of money on the overs."
Anyways, if I'm taking this one, I'm gonna do the same thing like Natalie. England and under 3.5 at 1.90 in Bet365.
Yeah, all right. So you would go for the unders. Okay. Just reading the comments as well. We do have England. So Mitchell, England minus 2.5.
I don't know. Like, I guess one thing we have to understand is I don't know that England doesn't not read headlines. I think they're well aware that they don't win very often by heavy amounts. This would be a perfect time to go in and just I mean, you're putting your money in the hands of.
Yeah, but I think that the other time was a good time when they hosted Malta. That would have been an awesome time. What happened? They're waiting to go to Malta to now go and show.
Listen, guys, you can put your money in the hands of Malta. Again, I think the only thing they're good for is Maltese dogs. That's all I really know. I don't know much else about Malta. It seems like a beautiful place, but.
I think they for glass as well. They make like glass art.
Sounds like a beautiful place.
For the financial taxes. This is why the betting industry.
Yeah.
Right.
And sports books and gaming licenses. That's what Malta is. Okay, moving on. We have got, and this is interesting actually, we are all on this match. Czech Republic versus Germany. Germany doing awesome, undefeated. Group C, Germany 1.5, not bad value, I have to say. Draw 4.5, Czech Republic 7.5. Group C leaders, 27 scored, just 1 conceded. That makes about 4.5 goals a match. Incredible stuff. They now head to Czech Republic. Run us through. Start us off, Rodolfo. What do you like?
So, I think by far one of the best teams in the world, right? The coach is bringing the same team that he brought to the Confederations Cup. Okay, there's no Neuer and no Gordogan, but Hummels, Müller, Gomez, Khedira, Kroos, Özil, they're all gonna join Drexler and others. So the main thing for Germany is to win the match. But Germany is a team that has chemistry, not like England. So Germany.
That's why they scored 27 goals.
It's going to score, and as much as they can, they're going to create as much as possible. On the other hand, Czech Republic, they have to come out and try to win against Germany. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think that they'll probably try to enjoy the game as much as possible. I'm going to take Germany to win on the over 2.5 at 2.20.
Okay, going for the overs there.
2.5.
2.25. Alice, is that your bet as well?
Yeah, over 2.5.
yeah. Rodolfo was reading my emails early on. But you can get also a really good value on Germany and over 1.5. This is actually one of my bankers because it's at 1.92. I think that, I don't think that we should see here another winner than Germany. Germany will probably try to finish the group stage with 10 wins from 10 matches. You know, they want to keep that record going on. So they are on a winning streak, and they will keep it that way. Just 1 goal conceded. Imagine that is not really good news for any of their opponents. So not even for Czech Republic that they're playing at home. Thomas Müller scored a brace against Czech Republic in the first match. Mario Götze will return from a really bad year last year where he didn't play because of his, I don't know, he was injured. He had some mental issues. Anyway, now he is back for Germany. They will go with their best 11 here. So there is not a question who will win this game, but how many goals we will see. So I really love the combination Germany to win and over 1.5 at 1.92.
Yeah. Big Man, what do you like?
Well, there's just so many ways to go in this game. I'll go a couple ways. I crushed this team in the Confederations Cup. I think they're the best team in the world. And like Alex said, this is their best squad. Mueller's back. Cruz is back. Ozil's back. Everybody's back. I have Germany win to 2.37. I'm also going to lay the 2 goals at 3.45. I think they win this 3 or 4-0. They've conceded 1 goal, and I have to go back to that game against Azerbaijan. It was truly a perfect goal for Azerbaijan. It was really just something that probably they'll never do again. They've outscored.
Big man.
Yeah, sure.
1 second, Big Man. I totally agree with you about Germany. What you said, Mesut Ozil?
Yeah, no, I know. Hey, look, I mean, I guess he'll care about his country. I don't know. He's a big name, so I threw him in. But they've outscored opponents 19-1 in 3 games. And I know they played San Marino twice, but they just score goals for fun. And that's what I love about Germany. You can lay handicaps and feel good about it because they're a team that just loves to pound teams into submission. They beat Czech Republic 3-0, which was somewhat, we usually score 4 or 5, but I think this is a 4-0, 3-0 game. And if it's 2-0, I'll push. Win to 0, though, looks good as well. They seem to put a lot more stock into their defensive play, which is something they were a little bit vilified for. They let too many goals in. So, yeah, I mean, they're on fire. There's no reason they shouldn't win handily here.
Yeah. I've just got somebody's asking about games that we covered yesterday. We do the main video over at Sportsbook Review, and then we clip the main games that we spoke about, and we put those on Bookmakers Review, which is our sister site. So if you want just the clips, head on over Bookmakers Review, subscribe, and then you'll get all of those. Guys, I am totally with you on all this one, and I think there's a ton of bets in this match with a ton of value. Just Germany's a straight ACCA bet or a parlay bet, 1.5. I love Germany to win to 0, 2.45. Germany -1,
you gotta wonder.
1.8.
Like
Germany, hang on, Big Man, I'm telling my bets. Germany to score over 1.5 goals. That's where the value starts, 1.6. You can just put Germany to score over 2.5 goals. And then, Alex, my bet, my banker, Germany and the over 1.5 goals. Absolutely tremendous value there, 1.9. That is my bet for the match. But
You're welcome. You're welcome, Natalie.
You're
welcome.
I've got it all written down. But honestly, all amazing bets there. Big Man, what were you about to say?
You got to wonder where these numbers come from that they put out for Germany. It doesn't ever seem like they make sense. I mean, you can literally lay 2-1 on a straight win here. I'm not sure I really understand these prices that they put out for Germany. But, hey, as bettors, we'll keep doing it. Mitchell makes a very good point as well. The difference between Germany and England, they don't have a cohesive coach. They're constantly moving around with coaches. You look at Germany, they've had one coach. They're cohesive. They have chemistry. And those are the differences between the two teams. There's a ton of star power in both. The one difference is they have a coach and England does not. They went through way too many different ones.
Yeah, and echoing there what Rodolfo was saying as well about England. They've got the players. They just need to be a little bit more cohesive. Maybe the World Cup is where they do it, and maybe they go on and win. Maybe. Let's wait.
Yeah, if they change their coach.
Woo! We'll root for you, Natalie.
Woohoo! Well, I'm a few, you see, because I'm half Swedish. I live in Costa Rica, and born in England. So I'm rooting for all.
We will support,
rooting for all three.
Support Malmö in the Europa League. We're there.
Yeah. All right, this brings us to our final match, and it's USA versus Costa Rica. USA 1.7, draw 3.3, Costa Rica 5.75. These two teams are no stranger to each other. They met for the reverse match, which was 4-0 Costa Rica. They pounded USA, but USA seems to have improved. And then also they met playing the Copa del Oro, albeit USA did have a stronger team that they put forward. They won 2-0 in the semi-finals. This is going to be an interesting match, but I think USA on their home turf at 1.7 is looking tempting. Big Man, do you think your team can do it?
You know what? I got to be honest. I don't care. I don't root for. I mean, I'm U.S. sure, but I don't really keep up with this team. I don't really care much. I'm a European soccer guy. Look, should they beat Costa Rica? Yeah. It's in New Jersey. Bruce Arena has really changed this team around, but I'm just not really interested in them. They never win anything. I just kind of put my info other places. Costa Rica beat them last time, if I can remember correctly, but you would think me being an American, I love this team or whatever, but look, would I love to see them win? Sure, but they're never going to win anything substantial, so I don't really care much. I'll let the rest of the guys talk about this one.
They won the Gold Cup. They won the Gold Cup. They beat
according to you guys, that means bollocks to me. I could care less. Soccer's not. It's just not popular in this country. I don't know what else to say. We look to the English, the Germans, and that's real soccer to me.
All right. Rodolfo, you are also based in the States there. Do you share Big Man's views? You think USA will be out for revenge? They changed their coach. I think they're looking more cohesive. I think they can win this match.
Yeah, they will, though. I do follow the MLS, and I do follow. I love European soccer, but I do follow the local league, and I do follow the CONCACAF a lot. So, yeah, I'm going to go here with US with a major bet on it to win. After they lost the 4-0 in Costa Rica, that's when Klinsmann was gone, which was one of the best decisions that the U.S. Federation can make. Okay, so in the Gold Cup, Alex and I we talk about this one, right? And in the Gold Cup, Costa Rica was playing with their best team, and then U.S. brought up some players to bring up the best team. So I think in the head-to-head here in the States, the U.S. is going to win. I don't think it's going to be by a big margin, though. I think Costa Rica is going to try to keep it tight, though. I don't think the U.S. is going to be able to take them 4-0. But I think that they'll probably win 1-0, 2-0. I don't think that Costa Rica is going to be able to score. But definitely a win for the U.S.
Yeah. And do you think this match has unders written over it? Are we looking at a sort of a similar sort of 2-0 scoreline? Costa Rica failing to score here. Is that sort of the result that you think we're looking at?
I'm not touching those markets though, because I think those are unpredictable, very unpredictable. Costa Rica, I'm banking on Costa Rica not to score. However, they could, and it's just unpredictable on that side. I just have I'm just going with the trend that I've been betting the United States. You know, the United States is to win. You know, my call for the Gold Cup was, I guess it was the only good call that I made on the Gold Cup, that the U.S. was going to win, right? and it was just because that switch when Klinsmann left and Arena came in, he brought up the chemistry to the team. Everybody is playing good football, moving the ball around. The older players, there are a few still there, but now you have new blood, and the new blood is mixing in well. So I think we're going to see something good by the U.S. in here.
Okay, interesting. Alex, any tips for this match?
Everybody's talking about Pulisic, in USA, and I have to agree here. Pulisic is USA's top player right now, and maybe one of the top players in the last period of time for USA. He's young also. He can grow even more than that. He has good skills. He makes the difference. Costa Rica is a defensive team. They are trying to defend with all their powers. And after that, thinking how to attack and how to score a goal. You understand? This is like Greece approach when it was the Euro 2004, when they won the 2004. Incredible. So I think that USA will win. Little margin, exactly like Rodolfo said. The under-over market, it's exactly unpredictable as he said. But I think that USA should win here. 1.8 with Unibet. So shop around for the odds. 1.7 is not playable for me. 1.8, Natalie.
Shop around for your odds. Yes, very good advice.
Sorry. Before we continue, Dario is repeating the same question. Argentina versus Uruguay and Chile versus Paraguay. I have only one of those, Argentina versus Uruguay. Actually, Uruguay versus Argentina. Both seem to score for me. For Chile versus Paraguay, I don't have any lead.
Okay.
Real quick, can I tell you something real quick about Uruguay, Argentina?
You sure can.
I think Argentina, Uruguay, that's going to be a really, really tough match. Suarez is probably going to be out. I think that Argentina must win this match, though. Uruguay is going to try to play counter most of the time. Argentina, ball possession. They have Sampaoli now. Sampaoli likes to press in the midfield quite a lot. If you remember the final Chile against Argentina, I think that Sampaoli is going to try to make as hard as possible for Uruguay to break him on those counters and also on the free kicks. I think Argentina is going to take this one probably 1-0, though. I don't think Uruguay is going to score on this one.
Okay, Big Man, have you got any thoughts on any of the other matches that are playing?
Yeah, one other one, just for the sake of time. Northern Ireland minus 2.5 at 1.73, I believe. San Marino blows. They might be the worst team in the world. Just tremendously bad. Not one player plays outside of San Marino. 3 straight clean sheets for Northern Ireland. They beat them last time 4-0. They've only conceded twice over the last 6 games, Northern Ireland. I like the form for this team right now. They're playing well. I see no reason they don't win 3 or 4-0. I considered them in the under 3.5, but I just have a feeling they're going to score plenty of goals here. I like their form right now. San Marino is horrible, and I mean fucking horrible. I don't mean to throw that word in, but they are.
Well, I think it's when Martin says that they're sort of filled with,
dentists, plumbers,
farmers and stuff.
One last thing for another match from Friday: Romania versus Armenia. My home nation versus Armenia. Enrique Mkhitaryan's Manchester United's team, Armenia. They will travel to Romania to play a really bad coached team, Romania's team. Unbelievable poor skills. The coach is calling the bad players, not the good ones. Instead of calling the good players, he calls the bad players. So don't bet on Romania to win this one. Better to bet on both teams to score situation at 2.15. Remember that Mkhitaryan can make the difference against the Romanian really poor side.
Yeah, I was going to ask. Oh, who's got my cat? I was going to ask actually why you didn't bet on that match, Alex.
Yeah, because I cannot bet with my heart. Sometimes I bet against my teams, like I did Sporting versus Steaua Bucharest the other week when they lost 5-1 or 4-1 or 5-1. I don't remember, but I was with Sporting. So today for Friday, I'm not betting Romania. Normally, they are the better side against Armenia. A few years ago, when Hagi was playing or Ilie Dumitrescu or other great players, we were throwing like 5-6 goals to Armenia. But right now, with the German coach, really bad coach, he's calling the bad players. Imagine.
Sounds like a winning.
Concentrated.
Sounds like a winning strategy. I'll be forever indebted to Romania, Alex, after allowing Albania to score their first Euro goal. It was a beautiful thing for us Albanians, and I'll forever be indebted to your country, Alex.
Now, listen, we've got to get on to the banker and the parlay bet. Interesting, we've got Giorgio, which is going, a banker bet should be Denmark money line. Tough. I would at least advise doing a draw no bet against Poland undefeated. But I'm not sure if you watched our views on that one. But when the clips are done, head on over Bookmakers Review. Also at Bookmakers News, which is the Twitter handle. Alex is really busy over there posting the articles and clips, video clips and things like that daily of what's happening in the World Cup. So, Rodolfo, you are our special guest today. What is your banker and your accumulator bet?
My banker is US against Costa Rica.
Mm-hmm.
Boo.
Yeah, I know. I was like, no, that was like, woo, okay.
That's all my banker. US against Costa Rica, US to win on this one. And that's it.
That's it. Are you doing a parlay, sticking 2 teams together?
Can probably do the parlay with Germany, though. And that's about it.
Yeah.
Definitely not doing a parlay on the draw for Denmark.
Okay, Big Man, what have you got?
Yeah, I really like these. Banker's going to be Scotland at 1.8, and I'm going to go with an Acker as Germany to win and Northern Ireland minus 2.5. Really like all those.
Okay, and Alex, what about yourself?
My banker will be Denmark versus Poland, both teams to score, and my accumulator bet will be Germany to win and England minus 1.5.
Okay, I'm going Germany and Montenegro as my parlay bet, and I'm going Germany and the over 1.5 goals as my banker. So there we go. That wraps up Friday's matches. I will be back tomorrow, same time, 3 p.m. Eastern time, where we'll be covering Saturday's matches. So stay tuned. See you there. Rodolfo, special guest, thank you for joining us. Of course, Alex from Need for Tips and Big Man on campus. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. See ya.